Okay, so here we are live now. A very good evening to all our viewers. As per our ritual, you can say in our ritual of Edu era or Edu trend, today is Wednesday and we are again back with you with one of our guests from West Bengal. She is a very renowned teacher and carries a very strong experience of about 30 years in the domain of teaching. I would say teaching. Education is a vast thing, but in education, teaching is a very essential component. So we have Mamta ma'am from West Bengal today with us as our guest. And today we are going to learn some interesting teaching methodology for toddlers, especially the very young, very small kids. So a warm welcome, Mamta ma'am, to you to our virtual connect channel. And we're really happy that you are a part of our session today. And I'm sure all our viewers, those who are watching now and those who will watch later on, will surely gain good tips, be it a parent or be it a teacher. It's a very interesting session for all those who are watching it. So we start a session with a short introduction of Mamta ma'am. So I would request Mamta ma'am to give an introduction of yourself. Please, Mamta ma'am, please introduce yourself.
Good evening to everybody. I am Mamta Joshi, living at West Bengal, Kharagpur. I am the teacher of DAV Mitnapur. DAV, the full form of DAV is Dayanand Anglo Vedic School. It is an English medium school. And I am working there for small kids who are just coming from the mother's lap to my lap. I have to take care of them. I don't teach higher classes. I teach only these younger children, and it is very enjoyable teaching these children. So, let's start. Yes, Bhavika,
Okay.
let's start.
Ah, yes. So I would really like to, again repeat the same thing that today Virtual Connect is live from West Bengal. And it's really a matter of good learning today with Mamta ma'am for both parents and students. So I'll really encourage the parents and students to watch this episode, of course, whenever you have leisure time, whenever you are free. Okay. Mamta ma'am, first of all, I would really like to know about some tips, especially teaching tips for very small children. Like we know the elder ones can, to some extent work out, but the very small kids, what interesting tips would you give where, they should get a proper way of, learning. They should start learning at a proper logic, proper methodology. So please tell us that.
So, here I am, and I have an experience of 30 years. Before, I was also not having any experience of teaching, but slowly working the small kids, I have learned a lot. So, uh, for these children to I try to attract myself to them. They are attracted to me, then only they sit in front of the cameras. In this pandemic, from 2 years, we are having online classes for them, and they enjoy my class. And my small children, they just sit and wait for me when the teacher is going to come. So I'm going to give you some tips where you can make your child enjoy and learn lots of things. First of all, when you sit for studies with the child, you directly don't start A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. We must first play with them. First, we should carry on with warm ups. Warm ups means in the sense of moving fingers during Rory Polly, dancing, singing. and some attractive songs should be sang in front of them. Like there are some poems. Johnny, Johnny, yes, Papa. Eating sugar, no, Papa. Telling lies, no, Papa. Open your mouth. Ah, ha, ha, ha. So, in this way, the children learn a lot. So, first, we teach them by warm ups like butterfly clap. This is butterfly clap, twinkle clap, chapati clap, and shake your fingers, shake, 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 shake yourself, dance. So all these things attract the children more when they just come to school. Lots of poem. Motor chalao, baby, motor chalao. Karenge, pom pom, bolenge hum. We have several rhymes for them. So many rhymes. At least for 10 to 15 minutes, we have rhymes. That is called warm ups. And then we can teach them in storytelling method and recitation method, like recitation, as I said, rhymes, and to draw something. When we draw something, the children, you might be knowing that, I don't know, but you know yourself that children, they have a very small brain, and in that, first the picture is drawn in their brain. They do not know A, but they know apple. A for apple. If you ask your kids to write A, write A, the kid will not write A. But when you show an apple, the apple is attractive. It has red color, and children, they love apple. So that A is formed in the brain, and they write A. So the best way of teaching this small kid is with drawings. A for apple, B for ball, C for cat, D for dog. So each and every, and the drawing should be not very tough. Drawing should not be very tough. It should make the child enjoy to draw. It is not like that I will become very nice if I draw a very artistic apple. No, I will just teach them, draw a circle, make a 3 on the top, and make a stick. It's easy. For draw a dog, make a M, add a U, and make a dog. So the children will enjoy, and they will take in lots and lots. There are so many puzzles. Play with them. This is called playway method. When we teach these toddlers, the KG, LKG, UKG, upper KG, or you can call them nursery children, they love to play. They love to play. Now, when you teach something counting, you put some balls there and tell them to count. And then you say, yes, this is 1, 2, 3 balls. So, in this way, this is called the playway method. Now, uh, there is storytelling method. Like the book has A sound words, many A sound words. A for apple, A for apple tree, A for ant, A for alligator, A for arrow, A for animals, and A for tasty apples. Okay? And now I'm forming a story with that. On the page, there are different things, and the alligator is having axe in the hand. The alligator comes with the axe to cut the apple tree. The animals in the jungle, they say, no, no, don't cut the tree. Tasty apples, sweet apples. But the alligator, I will cut the tree. So expression is must. When you express yourself in front of the children, they will enjoy. Make different sounds of the animals. Then at that time, the bear throws apples, and ant throws apples, elephant throws apple, and alligator is frightened and runs away. In this way, you have to form a story which is very attractive to the children. And don't think that your child will start speaking in English at once. No, you have to wait. You have to wait for long, long time. When the child will say, alligator come, alligator come. Axe means I have to make up, yes, alligator is coming with the axe to cut the tree. So this is the way they learn the words. So when in the house, parents, this is for the parents. Parents, when in the house you teach your word, or when you give him food to eat, give him or her food to eat, that time you must teach this is an apple, this is a potato, peas, carrot, आलू बैगन प्याज वो तो पूरा लाइफ है उनको सीखने का they can learn any time but when you teach this English words and it looks very nice with their small mouth they speak mama water means mama has to understand that the child wants water. So this is a way we are going to teach our kids. So you must keep patience. And as in 2020 new education policy has been started. New education policy, that is NEP. In NEP also they teach art integration. When you are teaching anything, you have to sing with it, dance with it, draw the pictures. You have to do the practicals with them. You have to do worksheet with them. In this way, you can teach your child. Yes,
So it's
Bhavika.
really interesting.
So
Yeah,
this is the
yeah.
way they should
It
learn.
it sounds really
Yes,
interesting. So especially I would like to tell the
thank you.
educators, the parents who have just now listened to Mamta ma'am's tips. I think it's easy and it's very enjoying for us to hear. And I'm sure it will be very interesting for you to hear. But when it comes to application, I'm sure it will be a little bit, a tougher end that you may have to face because a child is a child. But you, as an adult, have to become a child in order to teach them. As we just now saw the expression that Mamta ma'am gave, were really interesting. They were really very, appealing. Any child, any toddler would get surely, linked in with the teacher if he or she, teaches in this way. Of course, the stories that she just now told, or the NEP policy, that is National Education Policy 2020, of course, also emphasizes more over these things. So it's really nice. It's a very good thing that Mamta ma'am have given us, like, the recitation. The
Thank
way,
you.
the mouth goes,
Thank
ha
you.
ha ha, also should be, the same expression being carried on with. So it's really nice. If at all teachers or parents, you have any further query, you can mail to us and we'll surely connect you to Mamta ma'am and she'll give the answers later on. I'll put my email address in this particular comment box on the down detail. Type out the content down. Any as of now, Mamta ma'am, we would really like to know what tips would you like to give to parents so that now these tips initially the first ones you gave for teachers, how they should be teaching. I would like some suggestions from your end for parents also. How should they become a bridge between the child and the teacher? It's very important because the teacher teaches, the parents have to do the revision for the same content in the house. So,
Yeah,
what should the parents
yeah,
do? How should they, work on this?
yeah. It is parents play a very important role for the children. Teacher keeps the child for 4 to 5 hours in the class. 4 to 5 hours. Rest of the time, the child is with parents. Sometimes it happens, some parents they come and say, Madam, আমার ছেলে তো কিচ্ছু বলছে না। আপনি কি পড়াচ্ছেন কিচ্ছু বলছে না। मेरा बच्चा कुछ नहीं बोलता है स्कूल में क्या होता है।
For
So
viewers,
at
I would
that
just like
time
to
I'm
say,
saying,
I would just like to say our viewers that Mamta ma'am just now spoke that was the Bengali language. As she is from Bengal, she is commenting on the state language, which was Bengali. Yeah, Mamta ma'am, please carry on.
yes. So that time I tell the parents, you should have patience. The same child goes home and he keeps on playing. Today in the class, mummy is asking, आज मिस क्या पढ़ाई है? मिस की पढ़िएছে? The child says, किछु पढ़ाईनी, कुछ नहीं पढ़ाया है. And mummy gets dragged up. What happened? बोलछो ना केनो? क्यों नहीं बोल रहा है? बताओ मुझे. No, parents, this is the wrong way. You have to keep in patience. You have to keep patience with the child. And you see, first day the child will not say, second day the child will not say. It doesn't mean that whole year the child will not say. Child will surely say, and wait for that and keep eye on the child when the child is playing. That time you see when the child is playing, at that time mummy is busy with the work. Don't let your child know that I am hearing you. That time you will hear motor chalao baby, motor chalao, motor chalao. So that means this was taught in school. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. The child will murmur all these songs. And the parents have to know that this has been taught in the school. This is one way. And the second way is you, the children, they blackmail their parents. Children, they blackmail the parents. In the way, how? আমাকে मुझे नहीं दोगे तो मैं नहीं करूंगा. मुझे पार्क नहीं ले जाओगे तो मैं पढ़ाई नहीं करूंगा. या मुझे टॉफी नहीं दोगे तो मैं पढ़ाई नहीं करूंगा. या तो चिप्स नहीं दोगे तो पढ़ाई नहीं करूंगा. Why can't we blackmail them by saying तुम ये करो, तुमको चॉकलेट देंगे या तुमको बिस्किट देंगे या तुमको जो बच्चे को पसंद है, whatever the child likes, we try to give the child, but not every time. Wait, yes, we'll go to market, we'll buy. In that way, we have to make the child understand. And very important, you must teach your child sharing. Big chocolates, big pack of chips, no. You distribute among your friends, you give it to your brothers and sisters, and then have it. This is, they learn sharing, and here, if they eat little, that will not harm them. So, parents, this is the way you can make your child do some work by blackmailing them. As they blackmail us, we also can do that. But we cannot spoil the child by giving big chocolates. Oh, my child, let me give big chocolate. No, that will harm your child. So it's better you make the child understand and ask to share with all the people in the house. So here they are learning sharing also. So this is the way. And when they start writing, in the 4-line copies, box copies, this is very important. No one will tell you this. No one will tell you, because I have experienced them. For at least 2 to 3 months, you put the dots from here, red line to blue line, put the dot and let them write the A. You see, within 3 months, your child will start writing. If your child does not write, you can do in this way. You can make, now listen, one thing very important I want to tell you, because I always tell in my school about this, that you give your child to write A to Z. Write A to Z. Write 1 to 100. Poor child, small child, can he write 1 to 100? No. You think about that child. You divide it. 1 to 30, let your child write. That is easy. But from 51 to 100, you put fill in the blanks. Count and write. Draw some attractive balls. Let them count and write. Don't start giving them 12, 15, 20. Slowly, slowly, they will learn. Strokes to be taught. The way of writing should be taught. And the parents should have patience. I have seen some parents, when they come to take the report card and they see their partners having very good marks and the child does not have a good mark, at that time mummy squeezes the cheeks and
Oh,
says,
pinch.
"ये क्या किया है आपने?" ठीक है,
Yeah.
that is not right. And I also cannot give a negative remark to your child, that very poor child, cannot improve the writing. I cannot give that. We have to put it in positive way. Sure development, sure growth, steady growth. All these are positive points. Every time take your child as a positive, he will really do well. If you may give every time negative, when they qualify class 10 and they get 99-100% result, at that time I become false. That this miss has given me black remark. So this is not right. The child of 4, yeah, 4 plus or 5, he has lots of time to learn everything. So give him time and let him learn. I think parents, what I said, it is true, and you can ask me if you have any problem anytime. I'll be very happy to help you. So,
Thank you.
Bhavika,
Yeah.
is it okay?
Thank you. Yeah, of course. And I'm
Yes.
really happy. I'm really happy that whosoever is watching the session now or whosoever watches the session later on will surely get a very good filtration of an experienced person. 30 years of experience means a good span of time. And as Mamta ma'am said, that you have to be very patient. You, of course, cannot tell your child to, of course, write 1 to 100, but do it in a very creative way. Perfect. Yeah. You should be putting. Now, being a parent, we actually have, very limited logics of giving homework to our kids. We blindly follow whatever homework comes from the school. So, other than the school homework, if you feel you want your child to do something extra, do it little bit creatively. Don't give them bored, same work, whatever. Being a parent, we have a habit of saying, school homework, whatever you have, please do it for 2 times. Once for the school, the teacher is asking, and once for as your homework, extra practice. But that extra practice, give it in some different way, in some creative way, where the child will think that he or she is doing something new. Though they are doing the same homework, the same understanding they're carrying, but yes, they'll feel happy that they are doing something. So yes, as Mamta Miss just now said, as she just now told, she is with us. Anytime she'll be, answering any of your queries. I'll type down my email ID over here soon on the Facebook page wall, and I'm just waiting for your questions. If you want, I'll put my whatever details you want. You can just get in touch with me over there. Now, Virtual Connect is very happy to announce a special session for kids also for their talent showing. And very soon we will have a sweet little doll with us sharing her storytelling. She's a storyteller, expert in storytelling, and she'll be sharing her nice story with us. For kids, virtual connect will go live or will be, on Sundays. So Sunday timing I will mention soon on this page again. So stay connected to know the timing. And if you want your child to perform under our umbrella, again you can reach us. There are some formalities that you will have to do, but they are easy ones, not at all difficult ones. So I would really like to thank you, Mamta Ben, and very nice tips you
Thank
have
you.
given for the parents and the teachers. So any last message you would
Thank
like to give
you,
to our
Bhavika.
students? Would you like to just tell something to our
Thank you,
students?
Bhavika,
Because
for please
for our
can you
students,
repeat the question?
exactly.
For
See, we spoke,
students.
yeah, we spoke about parents, we spoke about teachers. So something about students also, where they should feel really happy, ki, yeah, something for us also. So one or two line for
They
students
are
also, please,
very
Mamta ma'am.
they are very enjoy staying with these small kids are very having very nice time,
Hmm. Hmm.
they in the morning when I sit for my online class, they ask me, Miss, how are you? Miss, good morning. How are you? And did you have your breakfast? They asked me, did you have your breakfast? What did you eat for your breakfast? Because I ask
Hmm.
them every time, did you have your
Hmm.
breakfast? So the children,
Ah.
they ask. They love their madam, and I also love them. And this is for my small, small, teeny
Oh,
tots.
so
Titli
sweet.
udi, उड़ जा चली आजा मेरे पास तितली बोली मैं चली आकाश. So practice in this way, and I think I have helped you a lot, parents. They will surely learn something. And please, if you need any help, you tell Bhavika so I can help her, and she will help you out, because
Thank you so much.
this is very important. I am very happy to come on live on Facebook, because I love teaching the small kids. I am teaching them from 30 years. I was just 20 years age. I had only 20 years age and I started my profession. And now I have come. I'm within this 5 years. I'm going to retire myself from the school. So thank you. Have a nice time. Okay. Bhavika,
Thank
bye.
you so much.
Thank you,
Thank
Bhavika.
you so much. Bye, viewers. Bye, everyone.
Bye,
Thank
viewers.
you.
Bye.